Hi everybody and welcome back to Lockdown Kitchen. Hope you've all had a great day. Tonight I'm not making octopus, I'm making a Tuscan white bean and cabbage soup instead because I don't feel like eating octopus tonight. So I thought I'd teach a healthy, easy, economical soup that you could all learn. Hi Narelle, how are you? Hope you've had a good day. Making soup tonight. Tuscan bean and cabbage soup. Okay, so you're the only one on, so let's get started. Hope you've had a good day. Hi Bev, how are you? Pans on, heating up, making a soup. Bev, octopus tomorrow now because I didn't feel like eating octopus tonight. Okay, so we've got some onions, 3 onions chopped up, putting them into the pan with a bit of olive oil. We're just back from the pool. We just had an hour at the pool, which was nice. Been a very busy day. Oil's a bit hot, so I'm taking that off. See that? Hi Isabella. And a bowl of chopped carrots, putting those in as well. There we go, that's cooled it down a bit. That's what you can do here. We've got a really hot pan. Hi, Isley. Just take it off, put a few things in and cool down quickly. Okay, making a Tuscan bean and cabbage soup tonight. Doing octopus tomorrow night now. Got a bowl of chopped celery. Putting that in as well. Hi. Giving that a stir. So this soup is a very Tuscan. It's a famous Tuscan soup. It's called ribollita. Okay, and the way the Tuscans serve this is they have a big slice of chunky Tuscan bread that they grill, and they put that on the bottom of the bowl. And then they pour the soup over. And then they drizzle it with some extra virgin olive oil and grate some parmesan, and it's absolutely delicious. And it's economical, easy to make, very healthy. You can freeze it and it's good for you. Okay, so I'm just letting the onion, carrot and celery saute together. We want to get some flavour coming out of that, so we want it to caramelise for a little bit. We're putting in a jar of white beans, which I've strained. Remember to get the jars if you can, they're better. So that's the beans there. I've also got a bowl of cabbage, shredded up. Putting in like half a can of tomatoes, chopped tomatoes. You have to be really careful not to put too many in because you don't want the soup to be red and take on the taste of tomatoes. This is really just for the colour. You just want the soup to take on a slight pinky colour, hence why we only use a few. And the other ingredient, stock cube, salt and pepper. But the secret ingredient of the soup is some parmesan rind, okay? Never, ever, ever, ever throw your parmesan rind out. Keep it in the freezer in a bag. And every time you make a soup like this, or a risotto, or a bolognese sauce, you always put a piece of parmesan rind in, and that's where you get this amazing flavour from. So I'm just going to cut half of this rind off. Half will do because it's quite a big piece. I got this piece when I was in Sicily in February. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that in. And that just stays in a piece. It sort of melts. It looks a bit like a ham skin after a while, after it's been cooking. But you just leave that in there while you're simmering it, and it gets a lovely flavour. So anyway, I'll put that away. I'll use that later to do some grating on the top. Okay, so as you can see, that's all starting to soften. You don't want it to colour, you just want it to melt. and get that flavour. Recycle. So Daisy and I have been to the vet and she had an injection. 45 euros. We were in there for 2 minutes and we had to wait in the garden for an hour because the vet's working on her own now. There's no receptionist. And she just comes out and gets you when it's your turn. So she just had an injection. The vet doesn't really know. She said maybe it's pollen, which that's what I thought too. So hopefully the injection works. So yeah. But anyway, I was lucky it wasn't 200 euros because once Isabella and Christoph had to take Simba to the vet on a Sunday, that was 600 euros. So, you know. But anyway, the vet was nice. She said if it hasn't cleared up in 15 days, come back and I'll give you a strong tablet. So, which I think she said was for free. But anyway, so, you know, fingers crossed. It's really annoying. She hasn't scratched much since we got home, but she has had a couple of little ones, but not much. Thank you, Isabella. I'll tap Daisy. Isabella said to say that she hopes you feel better soon. She's asleep on the bed. Yeah, so that's a good tip. Thank you for running that, Isabella. Parmesan rinds, like, never throw them out. These are brilliant. They're worth their weight in gold. Okay, so I can hear that starting to stick. So I'm putting the cabbage in. Just stir that around. Just want the cabbage to sweat a bit and reduce in size. Okay, so it's starting to soften. Okay, so while that's cooking, I'll add the stock cube. Hello, Leslie. Hello, Becky Lakanda. Some salt, about a teaspoon. Some pepper, not too much. About 5 or 6 shakes. The Italians don't use a lot of pepper because pepper can really overpower the flavour of the dish, so be always very careful with your pepper. Okay? Okay, so that's taken on enough sweating and reducing, so I'm just going to fill that up with water until it covers the vegetables. Just covering the vegetables there. Okay, and then put that back on a high heat. Add your parmesan crust. And a couple of spoons of the chopped tomatoes, not even half a can, a little bit less. I'll use the rest of that tomorrow for the octopus. Just stir that in. Okay, and that's it. So it's similar in a way to a minestrone, but it's the Tuscan's way of doing a minestrone. Okay, so all I do is I let that come to the boil and I add the beans as well. Nearly forgot those. Let that come to the boil, then I let it simmer for about 20 minutes, half an hour. And if you feel like having a slightly thicker soup, yum, Narelle's got all the ingredients so she can make it. Original Saffron, hi, following me after my Persian recipe last night. Thank you. If you like a thicker soup, like I do, I like things a bit thick, what you can do is you can just put the blender, the anal intruder in, and just sort of blitz a quarter of it or a third of it, so that way you've still got chunky texture and you've got a bit of thickness as well. Okay, so you can do that at the end. So that's all there is to that recipe. You just want to let that boil and simmer and have some fun in there. Let all the vegetables talk to each other. And voila, it's done. And then don't forget when you serve it, if you have got some old bread lying around, grill some, maybe rub a bit of garlic on it, pop that in a bowl, pour the soup over and drizzle with olive oil and sprinkle with grated parmesan. Okay, and it's very yummy. All right, well, thank you for joining. I've really got no other news. There's nothing happening here at all. It's a bit boring. Yes, no, nothing to tell, really, nothing to report. It's Groundhog Day once again. Anyway, I hope you all have a great night tonight. Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow. And let me know too, I'll just ask now, would you prefer at 6 o'clock rather than 5 o'clock? Anyone? Let me know. Because now that daylight saving started, we could go an hour later if it suits everybody better. So just let me know your thoughts, okay? And then I'll make a decision. All right, okay, thanks. See you later. Leslie's got bad Wi-Fi, so she'll have to rewatch later. Okay, all right, bye.